Hey guys, for today's video, I want to share with you guys my February monthly favorites. I don't know about you guys, but I love watching favorites videos. I think they are so much fun to watch, and not to mention I always discover a lot of new products to try out. And honestly, when you watch a favorites video, it always seems like a lot of the products that they talk about are really underhyped, and that really just draws me into wanting to try them out. But with that said, I want to share with you guys some of my favorite products of this month. I have about 10 or so in front of me. I may add a little bit more here and there, so if it gets a little long, I'm sorry about that. So my first favorite of this month is this AOA Studio Perfect Blush in the shade Darling. I am seriously so obsessed with this blush ever since I tried it out in my Shop Missa haul video. I'll link that one in the description box if you're interested. But this blush is just so pretty, and it is literally the most perfect color. It has the right amount of pigmentation and it blends out so easily. Not to mention, did I say it was $1, which is so insanely cheap. But isn't that color like super pretty? It's kind of like a peachy, but it's kind of like a mauve in the same sense. It's just a really nice blush color. Another favorite of mine this month have been Luxie brushes. I have been seriously obsessed with these ever since I used them initially. I just really love the quality of their bristles, and I really love the unique shapes of their brushes as well. So the first brush I really enjoy is this 231 small tapered blending brush. This one is really nice for applying color in the crease and really doing some really nice detailed work underneath the lower lash line. So the next brush that I have is this 227 blending brush. As you can see, the bristles are really thick on one side and then they're kind of thin on the other. This brush is really perfect for adding a light wash of color on the lid or blending out color in the crease. My other favorite brush is this 217 pencil brush. I love this brush for applying color in my inner corner. It is seriously perfect for that, and it is also really nice for smoking out the lower lash line. Another brush I really enjoy is this 229 tapered blending brush. I really love this brush for applying color in the crease. As you can see, it really fits the crease really nicely, and it's also really easy to apply color in this inner third as well. And the last brush I have to share with you is this 237 blending brush. This one is really nice for blending out colors in the crease, especially if you're looking for some precision. And I also like it to blend out the lower lash line as well. So this is kind of like a double favorite in a way, but I have been really obsessed with this lip combination lately. This is the Colourpop Luxe lipstick in What's Your Sign. It's kind of like a peachy nude shade. And then on top of that lipstick, I have been obsessed with this Glass On Ultra Glossy Lip. This one is from the Iluvsarahii X Colourpop collection. Like, this lipstick is just so creamy and really buttery. Not to mention, if you can get it on sale, it's a really good price. But I have been really loving the formula of this one. And as you can see, it's a really smooth color as well. And then here is Glass On right on top if you want to see the combination, but it's just so pretty. I have been really loving it, and it's such a really nice kind of like peachy nude combo too. I've noticed with having fair skin that it is super hard to find a really nice peachy nude shade, especially a peachy nude kind of lip combination. The What's Your Sign lipstick was actually recommended to me by my best friend, and I am so happy that I picked it up. I literally think it is the nicest peach nude shade that I have found, and if you have been on the fence of looking for one and you don't know where to start, I highly recommend checking that one out. So this is a little weird, but I wanted to include it in this video, but I have been shaving my face for the last like month and a half or so. Seriously, it is the biggest game changer when applying foundation. What I have been using is this like little razor thing from Walmart. I don't know how to explain it, but it's like a little one blade razor. And what I do is once a week, I just kind of go down my face really ever so slightly just to get rid of the peach fuzz. And my foundation has been applying so much better after I have been doing this. Like, if you are like me and you have some peach fuzz and it can kind of cling onto your powder and stuff and you don't like how it looks, I highly recommend doing this. I know a lot of people are afraid of shaving their face because they fear that the hair is going to grow in thicker or darker, and personally I haven't had any of those experiences. Mine grows in just like how it was before I started shaving my face, and otherwise I haven't had any issues. The only issue that I can see that happens is sometimes I get a little bit of irritation from the razor, but I have extremely sensitive skin. Another brush I have been really loving this month is this AOA Studio F19 highlighting brush. This is by far my absolute favorite highlighting brush that I have ever tried. It is really nice for applying it on the cheekbones. It's a really nice size of a brush, and if you apply too much, you can actually kind of put it downwards on your cheekbone, and you can do these little circular motions and kind of buff it outwards, which I have been really loving. Not to mention, this brush is only $1 and the bristles are so soft. I honestly am going to pick up a couple more of it just because I love it so much. Another lip formula that I have been really obsessed with this month is the Gerard Cosmetics HydraMatte liquid lipsticks. I have been obsessed with these ever since I have recently tried them. They are just the nicest formula. They don't dry out my lips, they don't make my lips look super textured, and they just have a really nice color to them as well. I want to mention that I do have an affiliate code with Gerard Cosmetics, and if you are interested, my code is lethalkitten and you will save 30% off of your order, and I do make a small commission on that as well. And I do want to say, even though I do have an affiliate code with Gerard Cosmetics, that does not change my opinion on their products. I just really enjoy them and I really like the quality of their products, and that is why I'm including them in this video. And with that said, I want to show you guys some swatches of my favorite HydraMattes. Here's Skinny Dip, Ecstasy, Mile High. I'm just going to kind of fix this one up a little bit so it looks a little even. Night Rider, Gravity, and the last one I have is Invasion. And here is a better close-up of the shades. This primer has slowly been becoming one of my holy grails, and this is the Too Faced Primed in Peachy Face Primer. Right here I do have a deluxe size sample from Sephora, and this has actually lasted me a month, which is really crazy. Granted, I do use this primer along with other primers throughout the month, but I cannot wait to pick up a full size of this one soon. What I really enjoy about that primer though is how it makes my skin look, especially my foundation at the end of the day. It literally looks flawless and like I just initially applied it. And it really looks nice like underneath my eyes over in here. It doesn't dry them out. It looks really nice on my forehead area, and not to mention it is extremely cold where I live, and a lot of times mattifying primers really make my skin look super dry and textured at the end of the day, and this one actually makes it look kind of hydrating, which I really enjoy. I want to mention this, but when I first got this primer it really kind of confused me because it kind of applies a little thicker than it should. Like it kind of looks kind of weird and chunky, and it kind of looks like a gel kind of formula. As you can see, it's kind of jelly looking. It almost looks like really thick foundation or concealer. What I do is I rub it in my hands and warm it up, and it becomes a lot more smooth in texture, and it has like a cooling effect too, which is really cool. And once I get the product kind of warmed up in my hands, I just apply it to my face like I normally would, and then apply my foundation right on top. Another favorite of mine this month is the Adept palette by Adept Cosmetics. I absolutely love this, and right here I have the black version. The Adept palette is one of those magnetic palettes that can hold single eyeshadows, single blushes, stuff like that for you. What I really love about this one is it has a really nice clasp to it, so it's really secure, but the fun thing about this one though is that it is a two-sided magnetic palette, and it also has this cool like plexiglass divider in the middle. I don't know if you guys can see, but I can hold a ton of single eyeshadows in here. On this side right here are some of my Luxie eyeshadows, and then over here I have some of my Luxie highlighters and eyeshadows as well. What I really enjoy though about this palette is the plastic divider in here. It makes it so the eyeshadows on this side, when they have some fallout to them, they don't mix with the ones on the other side, and it makes it super easy to clean up as well. This palette is so big it's hard to get it all into frame, but you can see it's really, really big, and all of these shadows right here are the size of a single MAC eyeshadow. Another thing I love about this palette is how strong the magnetic backing is. As you can see, none of the eyeshadows are popping out, and I'm kind of shaking the palette as well, and you can see nothing is slipping and sliding either. I would definitely not be doing this with this palette if I did not trust it. I have white carpet below me, and I do not want any of these eyeshadows busted on that. I also want to mention I am holding up the plexiglass right here with my finger, just so it's not hanging in the middle. If you are searching for a really nice magnetic palette, I do highly recommend this one. However, I do want to say though that this palette is slightly heavy, so I don't think it would be perfect for travel. And the last favorite that I have to share with you guys today is this Colourpop Through My Eyes palette. I don't want to get too in depth with this because I have been talking about this palette way too much on my channel lately, but I seriously cannot get enough of this palette. I love the color story in here, and I just feel like there is so many endless possibilities with this palette. I hate trains so much. Every time I am filming, I always have a train interrupt me, like no joke. Even if I film 2 videos, each of those videos I'll have a train come through with them. It is so annoying. It's like the train like knows that I'm filming and then I have to wait, and it is just ugh. I also want to mention in the description box down below, I will have a link to my full review on the Through My Eyes palette, which also includes some swatches, and I will also link a tutorial that I did with it as well. But yeah, so that is my monthly favorites of February. I hope you guys enjoyed this video as much as I did filming it, and in the comments down below, let me know some of your monthly favorites as well. As always, I would really appreciate if you hit that subscribe button down below, and if you would like to follow me on Instagram, my Instagram account is @lethal_kitten. And I hope you guys have a wonderful day, and until next time, bye!